This is really bad. He felt the hard floor against his cheek and realized that he had collapsed onto his face. His strength was completely gone, and he had almost already lost sensation in his fingers. The heat from his core was so exhausting, exhilarating, it made him want to tear out his throat. Hot, 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 hot. The moment he had opened his mouth to scream, what spilled forth was no shriek. It was a clump of blood. He vomited up large quantities of his lifeblood. As he coughed, frothy blood started foaming up from the corner of his mouth, and he gurgled. Within his dim field of view, the ground has been dyed red. All of this is my blood? There was enough to soak his fallen body. Blood comprises about 8% of the human body, and it is said about losing a third of that would be life-threatening. It seemed to him that he'd already lost just about all of it. He had stopped vomiting blood, but the heat that he felt, it would incinerate him still, persisted. He moved his hand towards his abdomen with great difficulty, and having felt an impossible sensation, he understood. My stomach's been torn open, huh? It was no wonder he felt so hot. It seemed his brain confused pain for heat. He was almost torn in half, only a bit of skin that held him together. In short, it seemed that this is checkmate for him. The moment he realized this, that his consciousness started fading. Even with the heat, which was making him writhe in agony, had disappeared. Even the unpleasant feeling of blood and the sensation in his hand, he used to feel his organs. It was all fading away, along with his consciousness. And that left his body, which would not be able to accompany his soul. This body used the last of its desperate consciousness to move, just a little. It turned its head upwards. Black shoes, ripples, and pool of blood. Before his eyes, there was someone there. And that someone was most likely the one who killed him. Strangely, he didn't feel like looking up at their face. This person was the only one who took his life, and yet he still decides to remain a spectator to his own demise. He had no clue who they were, but right now he didn't care about that. He only wished for the girl's safety. Baru? He felt like he heard a voice, like a chime of a bell. He was beyond the point where he could even differentiate his senses, so he probably just imagined it. Despite that, even supposing it was unreal, he found it extremely comforting. So, a short scream, then a carpet of blood welcomed yet another person. She had fallen right next to him, exactly where his arm was. Her fair hand dropped powerlessly and intertwined with his. Probably just a coincidence. He felt her finger move slightly as it squeezed his hand. 8. He forced his disappearing consciousness to return for a moment. The pain and heat, everything had faded away. It was a meaningless effort. Nothing but a waste of time. Even so, I will definitely save you. At the moment, Natsuki Subaru lost his life. Thank you for watching episode 1. Thank you for watching episode 1 prologue of ReZero Waste Heat of the Beginning.